The only thing you love more than honey is more honey, which is the opposite of doing your homework or pretty much any chore at home. But what if you were Winnie the Pooh? Cool wish. You fall asleep like a baby, but when you wake up, you're not in your room anymore. You're in a bear's cryo chamber surrounded by two baby bears and their mama who's still hibernating. That's when it hits you. Your dream came true. You are now a bear. You try to move and call for help, but you can't because you're basically useless. Blind, toothless, hairless, and almost weightless. There is nothing to keep your fragile baby body safe from the cold. So you wait for the sweet release of death. Oh, never mind. Mama Bear just woke up, so you and the baby bears immediately rely on her for warmth. However, to stay alive, you need to eat. You crave honey, but you can't go to Walmart to get it or order it from Amazon because, well, you're a brown bear now. You settle for the milk of your mama bear because it is rich in fat and antibodies. That and the fact that you don't really have a choice. And you better get used to it because that's all you're going to be eating until you manage to gain 10 times your weight. Staying in the hibernation den for 2 months is like staying in detention, except there is no honey at all, only milk, and you're growing rapidly. It's now spring, and you have managed to gain 20 pounds. Congratulations! Your mama now trusts you to follow her on long-distance walks and even join her in the search for food. During this time, be on the lookout for any horny bears, because they want to kill you and make another baby with your mom. However, it's not only horny bears you should be on the lookout for. There are also cameramen of Nat Geo Wild, hunters, Instagram influencers, all looking to take shots at you. Fear not, because your mama bear's got you. She would rather die than let anything bad happen to you. Seeing the way your mama protects you, you start wondering where daddy is. Little do you know, he went to get some milk. Don't worry, this isn't your fault because that's what all papa bears do, and if you live long enough, one day you will do the same thing. At this point in your life, you start developing a very close bond with your mother. You watch how she digs for tough foods like roots, bulbs, and shoots using her long, strong claws and then bites through them with her powerful jaws. You also witness how she hunts the young of other mammals like elk, moose, caribou, and even wild boars, and how she picks fish out of the water with her claws. She made this look easy. So, over time, you learn which foods have the highest nutritional value and where to get them from. You even take self-defense classes to learn how to survive, and you get into real estate to know how to pick the perfect home for yourself. 2 years and 5 months go by in a blink, literally. You are now a young adolescent bear, and all the things you learned from your mom will start to come in handy because you are now living an independent life. But don't let independence get to your head because you are still young and are prey to a lot of animals and things alike. Goldilocks, Siberian tigers, wolves, and even other brown bears. By now, your weight stands somewhere in between 350 and 700 pounds, but that's not enough. So before anything else, let's get something to eat. You try what you've learned from your mom, but fail, and fail, and fail again. One more time, you get it this time. Oh, look, there's a pond with lots of fishes. You don't want any trouble, so it's best to leave the fishing spot to the bully. You catch one last fish before you hit the road, deciding to settle for berries, grasses, flowers, acorns, and pine cones. As you navigate the forest looking for what to eat, you stumble on a beehive. It's a dream come true. Eagerly, you lick away the honey until there's nothing left. You'd be satisfied if you were still human, but you're a bear now and you want more than just honey. So you consume the bees, the larvae inside the beehive, which are a good source of protein. Don't worry, bee stings got nothing on you because the hair on your body is thicker than Iron Man's suit. But try not to get stung on your face or ears where there is less hair, because if you get stung there, who cares? You'll heal fast anyways, and the taste of bees and honey is totally worth it. You stumble on a few more beehives consuming honey like there is no tomorrow. Your wish has come true. You're a bear who eats honey all day and does nothing except roam long distances outside of your territories exploring new areas. Life is perfect, right? What could possibly go wrong? Oh, it's time for your self-defense lessons to kick in. See, you are no longer the weak young adolescent who gets bullied for fishing spots. You are now more confident and you can show your dominance. This dominance between bears is made known by showing off canines, muzzle twisting, and neck stretching. You do yours better, so bye-bye bully. Your victory gets to your head, so you move around and challenge a few more older bears for territory. You're starting to get the hang of being a bear. I guess that qualifies you as an adult bear. The mating season is here. That can mean only one thing. You're on the verge of losing your virginity. As a brown bear, you're cursed to be the subject to modern dating. So you get a girlfriend, you date for a few weeks, and then you move in together. But nothing happens between you guys. After a week, you get bored of the relationship. You move on from that relationship to another one very quickly, and after some time, you get bored of your new girlfriend as well and break up with her too. You're rarely ever single because you don't give yourself time to heal from your previous breakups. Now, you're not really sure if they were just bad fits for you or you were a walking red flag fuck bear. Well, let me break it to you. You are a red flag, because it's in your nature to cheat on your partner. But don't feel bad, your partner is also cheating on you, with not just one, but 2 bears, in one day. And in a week, they could rack up to 4 bodies. It's even worse when it comes to you because you not only cheat, but you also fight against other men for mating rights. Of course, all these only happen when the female is in her period of accepting sexual advances from men, something called oestrus. And that happens on average every 3 to 4 years. Men can smell a female in oestrus from a mile away as her urine markings give away her location. You may try to hide her away from the world so only you can have her, but she belongs to the streets. One way or another bear will find her and sleep with her. Damn, you've really come a long way from being lazy and craving honey. You're now really becoming good at being a bear. Soon enough, your babe gets pregnant, and 6 months later, she gives birth. But you want nothing to do with the child because there is no DNA test for bears to make sure the kid is yours and not your neighbor's. Or maybe it's just in your nature to raise a child. At this point, you wander away looking for where you can get more honey, invest in more real estate, and sleep with single nursing mother bears. Everything is going well until snap. You wake up to find yourself in a small, cramped cage in a zoo. Congratulations, you are now one of 1,000 brown bears in zoos and wildlife parks around the world. There is now nothing much to do because you spend a considerable amount of time doing nothing. When you manage to get active, you just move back and forth in your cage and eat the honey brought to you. This is called pacing, and it really sucks. It's your way of coping with the stress that comes with being trapped in your unnaturally small space. It's only a matter of time until you start to hate your life. The honey grows tasteless, life is bleak, and you wish to eat the humans always coming to look at you and take pictures of you in your little cage. You start thinking, maybe this is karma for running away from your responsibility of taking care of your child. But you don't spend long sulking, you start scheming an escape plan. When everyone is asleep, you meddle with the steel mesh of your cage in just the right spot. This causes a cable to fail, allowing you to escape easily. By morning, you're back in the woods. You return to one of the dens you built, but it looks like Goldilocks raided it. Life as a bear is starting to weigh you down, but at least you can eat whatever you want. So you get on with your regular bear life, eating, sleeping with random female bears, defending your turf, and being very watchful of any bear traps. It is now months before hibernation, so you fall into a state of hyperphagia. Hyper means over, and phagia means hunger, so during hyperphagia, you spend 22 hours a day eating because you have to bulk up with enough fat stores to stay healthy throughout the winter. You consume a lot until there is blood and dirt all over your mouth. You look like something straight out of a nightmare, but you don't care. On your feeding rampage, you come across a mama bear and her cubs, so you remember the family you left behind. You start approaching them to have a civil conversation about fatherhood or something, but they don't see it that way. They see you as a threat to their existence, so the mama bear rushes at you and takes you down. Before you can react, she tears into your belly, and it's really nasty. As you lay there looking at the sky hopelessly, the mama bear and her cubs eating you alive. Damn, my life as a bear really sucks. All of a sudden, you hear ringing, thinking that's it, you're going to heaven any moment now. Turns out it's just your alarm clock, and the dream is over. Being a bear isn't just about eating honey. Turns out it's way more dangerous and challenging. Seems like doing homework isn't that bad at all.